So last but certainly not least, hack number 5 is do build mindfulness into your commute, right? So if you are, especially for those you that are like on a Mac train or metro, or you're on a bus, right? Even if you're driving and your commute is a perfect time. It's a perfect opportunity to practice mindfulness. I know that when I was a W-2 employee and I used to spend about 36 minutes in the morning on the train, and that is what I did. You talk about employing mindfulness, sitting there and getting my thoughts together. It really works. So here's some things you can try. Try some deep breathing or a body scan to release any tension in that body, right? It's just a simple way to transition from to or from work mode, right? And so if you're going into work, you're transferring, you're transitioning from home mode into work mode. And then after you get off, do the same thing to transition from work mode to home mode, right? And I remember working in Birmingham when my commute was like 30, 45 minutes in the car, and you're just sitting there on I-65, and then you sit there on I-459. If I got some Alabama folks in here, you know the interstates I'm talking about. But because my at that time my workload was really, really stressful, right? I wanted to be sure that I didn't transition to home and transition that nervous energy and all the anxiety and all the things I used to do during my workday. I didn't want to transition that home to my kids, right? I really didn't want that. And so I would just practice mindfulness on my way home. And that way, by the time I reached home, I was fully present with my kids and not still worrying about the clients that I had left, my veterans who I had left behind at work, right? And again, this just is a way to reset your mind after a busy day or before you go into work. So even if you have only a few minutes, it can make a huge difference in how you feel when you walk through the door at home when you do this on your way home. So remember, these mindfulness hacks don't just help you manage stress.